So, hello everyone and welcome to Morrowind. The Elder Scrolls 3. It's been a real long time since I've played this, but hopefully you guys will be enjoying following this Let's Play either from Twitch or from YouTube later on when I get to uploading this. I think that we are going to do a little bit of a role-playing, but not too much. I don't want to be doing a really big role-playing, but in a way that, like, at least we go into things that we feel that is appropriate for the character, and not trying to go and to do every different task from everywhere. So in that sense, a little bit of a role-playing, but we'll see. At least otherwise, I think it should be working pretty well. And from the mod situation, I got of course the Morrowind overhaul, which allows a better graphic settings and all of these sort of things. So we'll see if I have to be making any changes into there, considering it may impact also how well the game is going to be running. I added a Telvanni quest line. I don't remember the name right now, what the mod's name was, but I'll at least add it to the description in YouTube. And I was thinking about one other thing as well, but I didn't get that. And then I have Tamriel Rebuild. So I think there's a lot more of Tamriel to explore with that. But we'll see when and if I'll be able to get there a lot. But otherwise, I think we're ready to be going and starting with Morrowind. So new. Loading area. Each event is preceded by a prophecy, but without the hero, there is no event. In the waning years of the Third Era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was going to play on that world's history.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison. First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up.
Usually this black screen took a little bit of a longer time to load up for me for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why, but at least that is something that we only have to go through once if it's going to be working. And hello Jim, and do let me know if the volumes are pretty okay, or if I need to be increasing or decreasing some of the Morrowind's volumes, and so on and forth. And of course, if the chat is showing up when there is any chatting to go in the stream itself. Hello, Jim. Sounds fine, at least thus far. Good. I really hope this is gonna be loading up soon. I'll just press the buttons, few buttons, and see if it's actually gonna be coming up soon. It's weird why it's taking this long for me, because it didn't originally when I tried this out, but for some reason this bot took so long to take. But yeah.
What's your name?
Yes, black screen because of the fact that for some reason takes really long time for me in this now. Maybe it's just loading so much stuff. I'm not really exactly sure why, but hey, it's done now. I think our name is going to be something like Fellain Soret. Yeah, Fellain Soretti. That's fine. That's our name.
Not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Yeah, I was thinking about changing the chat to be better now when starting with some new games too.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Yes, we shall be coming with you, so of course the normal movement keys and all of that works. Have you tried the Morrowind overhaul? I do have to say that it looks a lot better, though there is a lot more darkness too when I chose the darker color scheme, so I'm not sure if it's that good when it's real dark, but we'll see. Otherwise the graphics are a lot better, and yes, E is which I used
The
to
sooner
talk
you
to
leave,
people
the
and all
sooner
that.
we can move on.
Yes, yes.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Fine. Why did you bring me to Morrowind?
On deck.
Pretty excited to see this. And see, I really like how this looks with the longer distance, further away looking and so on. Looks a lot prettier than it used to look like, and the water is a lot better looking with this mod for sure. So, looks a lot better than just a vanilla Morrowind for sure. But I'm not sure if it's the FPS isn't that great, at least at the moment. I should have actually, yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Let's go. Move it along.
That water, yeah. Yeah, I haven't finished Morrowind yet either, so hey, now it's a perfect chance to actually finish the game after a long time, because there's just so many things to do in Morrowind that you easily just get lost and actually don't do the things that you're supposed to be doing.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
I think that we are going to be playing a male character this time around though. I haven't that often played as the male character, but I think it's fitting enough in here. And then just seeing what face we exactly wish. I think it's gonna be this one. Have a little bit of a beard. And I wish to be a dark elf for the very fact that I think that it's Fellain is one of the... Well, I don't know... many generations ago, his parents already left Morrowind, which is of course the original home for the Dark Elves. But he is kind of excited to actually return to Morrowind in a way, because you actually... He goes back to his ancestral crown, so to speak. So yes.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Yes, good. Very good. Good evening, hyvää iltaa tajunta. We have just been starting up with Morrowind. And have all the few mods in place, Morrowind overhauls and the likes.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before
Yes,
you're officially
Morrowind.
released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
This is a question for me in a sense. What would you guys like me to do? In a sense, answering these questions is fun, but there's just a problem that it usually doesn't give me the things that I actually would want to play with, specifically because I want to go into more magical direction this way around. Yes, I thought that it's a good place to be getting the fancy new chat display as well this time around, now that we are actually starting a new game, Morrowind. I was thinking that it's fine to have it now to the end with Bioshock series, but it's fun to get that to be better now too. I usually, when I have played, I have always created my own custom class, because then I actually can properly choose whatever I wish to have. Or so, of course, the pick from class list. I think I will at least go through to generate class, because it's just fun to go through those questions. We see if we get any class that we would like to actually play in as, and if I'm not happy enough with that, then I can change it afterwards. So let's just answer the questions first, just for the fun of it.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
This probably would take us into a more magical direction if we use herbs from our backpack, to be honest. Mostly live infinite life, or do not interfere in the natural evolution of events. Let's put him to sleep. Yes.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
So would we rather go and work on the forge, go gather herbs from our mother to prepare dinner, or catch a fish at the stream using a net and line? Again, this would probably take us into that direction, but maybe we would just rather be a little bit more freedom and so on. I'd just go and fish a little bit, go and catch a fish.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
So would we want to be beating up our cousin? Make up a story that makes your nickname a patch of honor instead of something humiliating, or make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly until he learns his lesson. Let's make up a story that will make our nickname a patch of honor.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
That in these times it is a necessary evil, although it's not a good thing. Of course, the loyal followers of the king have nothing to fear, but I think we are gonna be picking this, so this is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own, and no one, not even a king, has the right to make sure such an invasion into another human's mind.
Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
What would Fellain wish to do? Pocket the extra money, knowing that the shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge the customers anyway, or return it to the store to give it the shopkeeper his hard-earned money back, exclaiming to him the mistake, or decide to put the extra money to good use and purchase items that would help your family. I don't think that Fellain actually would want to be just going and giving the money back to the person, but do we just want to be using it for ourselves or put it to good use for our family? I don't think that we had that good of a relationship in the end, at least with our full family, to be honest. Yeah, do go and get something to drink. It's Friday after all. Well, I hopefully something good. So I guess Fellain happens to be the kind of guy that just chooses to pocket the extra money away.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
In this case, on the other hand, it's like it's money that we didn't even go to the shopkeepers. We don't know what kind of a guy this exactly is. Well, it's a noble, so nobles do usually have a lot of money. I don't think that we are that honorable. But do we want to just not get involved? Maybe, considering I said that we don't really have that great of a relationship with our family. We are more being a loner or some sort, so leave the bag there, I guess, could be a good option then.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Even if we wouldn't care about doing it that much, as in accept his offer, or decline his offer, or ask his help. But we don't definitely want to be going and owing him a favor, I don't think, so this is a no-go. Maybe we could do this, or that just decline his offer. It's not because let's ask his help rather and then just do it together and not completely just owing him a favor.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do?
Push your mother out of the way, or grab the hot pipe and try to push it away, or position yourself between the pipe and your mother. So, in this case, considering he doesn't have as great of a relationship or doesn't necessarily feel that need to protect quite that much degree, so I guess just push your mother out of the way.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
So, give him the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later this afternoon you will have all your friends with you and come and take whatever he owes you. Or act like you're going to give it the sweet roll, but at the last minute throw it into the air, hoping that they'll pay attention to it long enough for you to get a shot into the leader. There is quite a few questions. I like this question system as such. I just, in the end, never usually played whatever class came out of it, because I usually wanted to pick a specific class, things that I wanted to do. Yeah. In this sort of case, going to give the sweet roll. Yeah.
Entering town, you
I
find
remember
that you are
there's
witness
not many
to a
more,
very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Let's not get involved. Let them pass. Witch Hunter. Interesting. Witch Hunter this time. I've never at least gotten that before. I wonder what kind of a thing that would be. Okay,
Very
well,
good.
let's
the letter
see.
that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Pushes Mike away and storms out of the studio. This is like, I don't remember these signs. Okay, so the apprentice would be fortify maximum magic, weakness to magic, but I do want to have something more magical built this time around, so I want something like that. Yeah, Witch Hunter does sound cool, but I don't remember what things they actually have, like, especially that one magical thing is specifically something that I would like to have, so we'll see. But interesting that I actually got that. I usually never gotten it, but as I've usually never answered quite the way I did now. Spell absorption, fortify maximum magic, stunned magic, the lady, the lord, the lover, the mage. I never really used these fortify maxims. I usually always pick the lover because there's the paralyze for 60 seconds on the target, which is quite sweet in all honesty. I always like that, even if it damaged me too. But what would there be? Serpent, shadow, invisibility. This is also something that I use to pick sometimes. Fortify speed, sanctuary. Detect animals. Tower key. Open 50 points on touch. If I wouldn't want to get security stuff, then that could be something to try to open something, I guess. Lady, Atronach. Apprentice. It could be just a mage, considering, well, if I want to be going into more that direction, sure. Let's go with the mage. What was the ritual? Well, restore health, 100 points on self wouldn't be that bad either, and then there's the Dawn Undeads. Maybe the ritual would work too. Yeah, let's go with the ritual. Not that much into melee-based build. I want to use magic, I said. Play Morrowind like The Witcher. Absolutely.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make
Because
sure
there's-
this information is correct.
I specifically... it's not that bad, but there's the fact that this especially is missing the one skill that I usually always want to have there, which is alteration. Alteration is a must-thing for me, like seriously. Students of the College of Alteration manipulates the physical world and its natural properties. Alteration effects include water breathing and walking, jumping, levitating, burdening, opening and locking, and creating shield barriers against physical damage. And yeah, you misheard in this case. Like, I'm happy to have some physical attacks too, but I don't really think of living without alteration. And if I wanna be starting with a decent alteration, I would want it to be at least in the minor skills and rather in the major skills. And like also, like, it's not like I can't increase these, but they of course start, generally speaking, lower. Plus, of course, these are the skills that when we increase these, we actually also gain levels. We will not be gaining level by increasing these skills. I think that's the same way as in Oblivion 2, I think. But regardless, I don't remember if it was exactly the same way in Morrowind, Oblivion actually. Huh. I don't remember. I've played it so little. It's been so long. So, So Witch Hunter specialization is magic. Yeah, very similar to Oblivion. I like the conjuration. I don't mind the enchantment. Alchemy is fine enough. I would like the light armor, and I would be okay with the marksmanship. Unarmored is completely useless to me. I don't care about that. Then mostly it's fine, but I want alteration, and destruction would be also something I would like. Let's see if there's anything that we could pick from, because as said, I usually create my own custom class, but then it's just an adventurer. So let's just check if there's anything that I would like from here. So Witch Hunter, I did like the idea of a Witch Hunter, but as said, I want my alteration. So spell word at least would have alteration. It would be willpower, endurance, magic specialization, long blade, restoration, block. I don't remember how the block actually worked in this. All damage from the attack. Blunt weapon, enchant, alchemy, medium, armor, and axe. So quite a few like of the magical skills, but not. Was it mysticism that I also would like? Yeah, mysticism. Because mysticism is the one with bind souls into gems or teleport to cast a sporny and so on. So usually mysticism and alteration are something that always have been a must for me. And whatever else, usually then done more marksman and short blade and so on. But alteration, mysticism, but of course then major skills here are definitely like all completely magic based. Then just armors and short blade. Otherwise, I like the spell word more. Yeah, well, definitely there are some skills that aren't in Oblivion, like because levitation at least isn't in Oblivion. So, well, what do you guys say? Should I just create my own class and put exactly the minor and major skills that I want? Or do we choose something from here? It's not like it's that big of a deal if we are just an adventurer as such. It just would kind of be fun if I could also choose one of these, but I just think that they don't usually give me exactly the things that I want. Which is a shame. When I have very specifically things that I want. Mage, of course, again, would be a decent choice. Determines your maximum amount of magicka, affects the ability of resist magic, and your maximum fatigue. Battle mage. On the other hand, would have those. I guess I'll create my own. Yeah. You mean like if I just pick a class, it would make it more interesting, right, Tayuta? That's what you mean? What do you think, Chim Chim? Would it be more interesting that we would go with the class? Or if we would just, like, create our own? Yeah. Like, Witch Hunter is almost fine enough, but there is the problem that I want alteration. Alteration is the one thing that I will not be giving in. Do whatever you feel is best. Oh, that's a good question. What is best? Spell word would be as such pretty fine, even though it doesn't have mysticism. Yeah, I know classes in Morrowind aren't biting anyways, it's just generally nicer. Yeah, it seems fine. It's just that, of course, like, it just helps us, for example, in certain cases. Like, what I usually did was I took athletics, for example, just for the reason that it helps you level up really easily and quickly, because you just can be running around and you get level ups because of that already when you gain skills in that. But it's not like I have to have that easier way of leveling up. I usually gone into the light weapons, but I think blunt weapons has the staves, as in staffs. So we could be going into staff direction with this, so that could be fun. Mysticism is something that I do want to train even if it's not here. But otherwise I guess it's fine. Medium armor, we could be going with the long blade medium armor. And of course then at some point at least the staff. When we just have a good situation that we could be going with the staff. Yeah, kind of a sorcerer with the shield, and it's actually pretty close to the Witch Hunter. It's just a little bit, like I said, I want the alteration, so I guess we can go to the spell word. That's fine enough. So then our athletics and so on aren't here, but they're gonna be coming up. Of course, I also like conjuration and mysticism. I guess I will probably increase both of these in the future too, but, well, at the moment, that's okay. So, you now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Thank you very much. And yes, just right click and you are able to adjust
Show your
those.
papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Okay, thank you very much. Read your papers and take them, yes. So let's release identifications. For release by Emperor Uriel Septim 7th decree to the district of Varendenfell in the province of Morrowind. Name: Felaine Sareti, race Dark Elf, class Spellword. Signed: Sucilius Ekaya, Argent of Zetanin, Imperial Census and Excise. 16th of last seed, 3E 427. We also, I don't think, yeah, inventory, like all menus, right click to open it. So we can now right click and we have the inventory open here, plus our stats here. Can't exactly increase that into that side, yeah. But let's see. So our different skills here, spell word. Of course we don't also have persuasion, but that's fine. It's not like I have to have persuasion here. Let's see, where was the persuasion anyways? Or speed scrap, that's it. We have a very bad speed scrap, that's fine. We aren't able to convince anyone about anyone, anything. Finally, a stats menu, yes.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Yes, I shall. If we would wanna be stealing stuff, we could easily do so. Not like there is a lot of stuff here, but there's a little bit. Just like I pressed the wrong button too easily. Yes. Little bit of different stuff here and there that we could be stealing if we wanted to here. But I don't think that he's really in the thinking of stealing a lot of stuff. How to do combat? Pick up the dagger on the table and activating it with E. Yes, that we are going to do though. Wear an iron dagger. Sure. Equip the dagger by dropping it into your hand, body. Or just clicking yes, like that. And press F to pull out your weapon. Once your weapon is ready, hold and release the left mouse button to swing it. The harder you swing it, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue you will train. So, F. We can just shop like this, of course. Just go like, hold it for a longer time. Like quick swings or bigger swing. And of course we can do thrusts if we just move forward or backwards. And I think the thing with the daggers and the swords and the like is that the thrusting is a better idea than just trying to shop your dagger. Not very efficient. And of course there's the slashing. Like if we are moving, we are then slashing like this, or if we are moving back and forward, we are doing that. Yes, sir. Paper. Is this any kind of a paper? This is at least a note to Hishkar. Hishkar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scab claw by the morning, said someone. But we have taken the dagger, so I don't think they're getting any use out of that. Even silver plates. Hacking with the dagger seems pretty weird, yes. If we would wanna, we could easily take some silver from here and go and sell it. And get some more stuff for ourselves. We could at least take a bread. It's not like anyone said that we couldn't take any breads. You can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character. In the inventory menu, ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt and some may help. This restores fatigue just a little bit. It's kind of tempting considering it's silverware, but... Oh, Flynn. I'm sure they don't mind that we would take a drink. Ritual liquor acts like a potion. Yeah, this is the tutorial era. Surely there can be no repercussions. Yes. Then there's of course Masse that fortifies our strength but trains our willpower. Then there's the Firmament or the Firmament. Yes. The stars of Tamriel are divided into 13 constellations. 3 of them are the major constellation known as the Guardians. These are the Warrior, the Mage, and the Thief. Each of the Guardians protects its 3 charges from the 13th constellation, the Serpent. When the sun rises near one of the constellations, it is the constellation's season. Each constellation has a season of approximately 1 month. The Serpent has no season, but it moves about in the heaves, usually threatening one of the other constellations. So I'm not gonna be reading all of them, but we chose the ritual. So let's see, let's find the ritual. The ritual is one of the magic charges and its season is Morning Star. Those born under this sign have a variety of abilities depending on the aspects of the moons and the divines. So yes, that's what we have. I just wanted to go and read a little bit. Yeah, no one but us Twitch viewers who would let nobody. Yes, nobody is watching that. We would be stealing everything. There's also, of course, a small chest that I cannot open. Unless... Let's see. Crab meat, script, small quamic, sure. It's not like they need these things here. Certainly. Was I already able to? Yeah, I don't have the magic menu yet, which is fine. I wonder if I can come back into here then. I think there was a lockpick here too, somewhere, just for the tutorial. Yeah, apprentice lockpick. Let's get that. Equip lockpicks in the inventory menu. And let's try this out then. Yay. Press the wrong button. Yay, lockpick success. We have 31 cold pieces. Absolutely gonna pick that. Let's just get the dagger back into hand though. I don't think that he wants to be going and stealing a huge amount from here, especially from this shelf, because it looks like they are all there like that, but nobody's going to pay attention if we take something from the table, right? So like that. And maybe a cup. Yeah, that's fine. We stole a few things. We can sell them back, sell them outside. Ah, good old days when you had to equip a lockpick to use them. Yes. You now have a map menu. It shows you the name of the place you are in and the directions you're facing. Yes, so minimap on the right lower. Yeah, grab anything of value and run. And here we can see the map then on the left side as well. Guess I could be increasing the map size a little bit, because when we are in these screens it doesn't matter that there's that. So as I understand, isn't this like more of the Tamriel region that was added in the... It was in that one expansion now then, or the, not expansion, mod, like Tamriel, more of it, when this is the Morrowind in itself. So I think that's the place that I added, if I recall correctly, that is. Then, see, you Imperials, I'm taking these things to Mexico, our local Morrowind clan. Yes, yes. And we have a ring here, engraved ring of healing, glass bottle, and a red ware vase. Sure, they're being left in the barrel, I'm sure no one's gonna miss them. And now we have magic menu. Like all menus, right click to use your new menu, click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. Press R to ready your active magic and then click to cast. So, we first of all got the rings, which I guess we can, so to speak, put into use. And then here's our spell lists. Well, that's a pretty good loot for a random barrel. Yes, yes. So, Sanctuary, Mara's gift, let's equip the healing spell, restore 100 points on self for the moment. I do also have quite a few. Maybe I should actually have Firebite, considering we have a distraction spell here. Restore health, shield, water walking, turn undead, and turn undead. So we got those kind of spells for us, but of course we have to be pressing our magic magic hands to be able to start casting spells, but at least we can try. Yes. Yes, nothing in front of me, the tutorial areas though. There's a perfectly good reason why that was there. Press E to talk to the captain, select topics and ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him if you're not good at it. He will start to dislike you. Yes, and yes, magical hands. So, Cellus Cravius. Yes, yes. The magic is yes. Oh, sorry. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Cellus Cravius. But my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. So I'm in Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you're free. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. I need to actually be able to talk properly. You say duties? What do you mean by duties? This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name. So your journal has been updated, directions to Caius Cosades has been added to your inventory, packets for Caius Cosades has been added to your inventory, and 87 gold pieces. Well, I guess thank you. I don't exactly remember how I needed to do all of that, but we'll find out when we get there. It will take a while anyways. So, who is this Caius Cosades that I need to report to? Report to Caius Cosades in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. Does 87 gold make the one you stole later totally worth it? Yes. So in Balmora? Balmora is north of Sedanin. The road passes Pelagiad village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is the southeast Balmora, on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to the Ilona the Scout at Arilla's Trade House here in Sedanin. But take my advice, you're new here. Take the Seal Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. A Seal Strider? Seal Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Fadenville. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Seal Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Seal Striders travel between Altuet, Balmora, Sedanin, Surang, Nisis, Nul, Molakmar, Margan, and North Landing near Vivek. Okay, I guess that explains it. So you said about your own background. What about it? I am Cellus Cravius, Knight Errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, so no more about that. So what is your trade? I am a Knight Errant of the Order of Ebonheart and an Imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise Office here in Sedanin. So, Uriel Septim himself sent me here? Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. You do know this, right? You haven't been in prison for too long not to realize this. According to the instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Well, I guess that's all that is needed, so goodbye. And yes, sounds very delightful, exposed organs and all, with the Seal Striders. Yes. Fold out the cloth. I was thinking that that was a book, but it certainly wasn't a book. So, door to the sedanin. Press J to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check on Ariela's trade house up on to the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. So, we are on our own. 16th of last seat, day 1. My orders are to go to the town of Palamore in Fadenfell district and report to a man named Caius Cosades. To find out where he lives, I should ask in Palamora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius Cosades, I must give him a package of documents and wait for further orders. And then I can be looking better what exactly it says about each individual spot. Yes. There's also options. So, that's enough of the journal for now. We're outside, inside an inn. Does it look okay or not, in general? So far, good. He looks strange with the new face, though. I don't completely like the change of Margot's face, because I recognize him better previously, the way he was before. But so far, good. Hello there, you're the first person we met. Are you the one that boat dropped off? Ought to see a boat arrive at the time of the day. Well, this time of day, eh? Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Your ring? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before the weekly Let's Shake Down Farkut ritual. An engraved healing ring, a family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Yes, I found it. Here, take it. I don't need it. You found it. Amazing. Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. So, your journal has been updated and your engraved ring of healing has been removed from your inventory. And I seek Vargot if you want me to steal a ring, just say. Oh, you already had it. Well, we had, of course, it because it was the ring that we found from the barrel. From the Imperial guards inside the place. That's the ring. It's Vargot's ring. We just can also steal it back from Vargot a little bit later on if you know what to do, that is. But yes, you can easily go and get it back as well. So, do you... What's your background? I am Vargot, commoner. Ah, right, just a commoner. So what about the latest rumors? Have you heard any rumors? I heard there has been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's on the island called Solstheim, north of Fadenfell. Solstheim? I've heard of the place. I believe there's an Imperial fort up there, Fort Frostmoth or something. If you want to go there, check around and cool. There may be a ship that'll take you there. So this is this island of Solstheim. I visited there once and I didn't basically explore anything. So for example, that is completely a place that I have never explored. Yeah, I have a feeling it has explored all avenues of clear acquisition in this area at least. Yeah, probably. So, do you have any advice for me? Phew, you're bitter green outlander. Might as well wear a sign. You're new in town. A word of advice. Buy a little goodwill. Lost a few dregs, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Do you have any secrets? If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack him. Oh, good to know. So, what about your trade? I'm a commoner. I do whatever needs doing. Cooking, cleaning, building, paying, making, breaking. And by your accent, I can tell you are an outlander. Since you're new to this part, perhaps you'd like me to share a little local lore. Maybe. So, what services up here? Get food and sundries from Ariel's trade house. That's also where you'll find anyone who offers training. Not sure else in the way of services in this damp little squat. So, do you know someone in particular? The Altmer Arilla-run Arilla Trade House, Socculus Ergala, is the chief agent of Census and Exis office. Specific place? Your accent gave you away, yes, it did. Not much here. Arilla's Trade House, the Census and Exis office, that's the Coast Guard too, and the Lighthouse, and that's it. Seal Strider services goes to Wibek, Palmora, Knisis, and Suran. The road goes north past Belaged to Palmora, and east to Vivek, and southeast to Ebonhard. Okay, thank you very much. Very kindly, Fargot. I probably will steal his ring back, just because I know I can. I know the secrets for that. Porcus Bane. And a little bit of that, a little bit of this. New different mushrooms and all that. So this is the place that was recommended for me to visit, if I understood correctly. Just cause, don't need to explain. Yeah. Well, because it's a fun little thing what you can do, really, I think. So you are Ariel. Hello there. Welcome to Arilla's Trade House. I am Arilla, publisher and proprietor. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to new customers, just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls? Well, do tell me a little advice first, I guess. If you want to live on a ribald age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that a foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventures make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smugglers come down at Atmasarat, for instance. That cave down near the Silk Strider platform. Yes, I might try and go and visit there. However, it's not exactly that easy of a place, I might say, but I guess we might. So, do you have any rumors for me? I heard that Friskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days. So, what about practicing my skills? Practice on creatures and outlaws and anyone who attacks you first. When in doubt, run away. And if you attack a citizen by accident, don't kill him. Turn yourself into a guard, pay your fine and clear name, or people will treat you like an outlaw. So what's your most popular potions? Cure common disease, cure poison, yes, a lot of different type of potions. Restore health and restore fatigue. Purify can be Creeps, Shine, Flynn, Mas, and Suyama. Alrighty. So, popular scrolls on the other hand. Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling Parkan items, restoring fatigue and health, respectively. Almsea, Intervention, and Divine interview transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine. Good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with persuasion, summon skeleton minion brings a help in a jiffy, and Tritus Winter Quest does a lot of damage at the touch. Handy to whittle a too tough opponent down to size. Absolutely. So, I guess we should just be going and bartering. Of course, we could also try to look at the spells, like there's Fireball. How much ours did damage? I'm not actually sure right now. And fire damage 2 to 20 points for 1 second in 5 feet on target. I cannot say I remember. We can barter, however, and sell our silver-faced pictures and the like. Certainly, it's no surprise that we carry like something like this sort of things, considering we came from a prison cell and all. Absolutely. Then there's a lot of these different type of ingredients. I don't remember any alchemy, to be honest. Then we can of course sell these sort of things, not that they have that much money. Glass bottle, red vase. Let's keep this just in case, I think. But we can get first of all a little bit of money. And we have gold, so we should be going and buying ourselves some equipment. However, I think I'll sell first and make sure what exactly our skills were, which things we should be going and considering to buy. So this would be maces, hammers, clubs, or staves, but I would prefer to get a stave. And I think that there's no staves here that are cheap enough. But then we would have medium armor. So not light armor, but medium armor would be specifically our proficiency if there's any medium armor available. And then a long blade. So broadswords, sabers, longswords, claymores, katanas, and daikatanas effectively.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
That's good. That's good. Let's see if there's anything like that available for us. Long blade, iron saber, so that's probably going to be worth it for us to get. Considering it's not like we want to be using a burn iron dagger. So we can sell that. On the other hand, there is iron broadsword too, which I guess is even better. I don't know. And there of course we can see how much the shock damage is, how much the slash damage is, and how much the thrust damage on this is. Thrust damage is very much lower. Interestingly enough, this is pretty much completely all is 4 to 12 to 2 to 12 to 2 to 12 basically, which is kind of interesting. But iron saber is pretty good, so I definitely think we are gonna be getting that. Well, at least it's not bad. I think we also had the block skill dealing with, so we could be going and getting a shield to go with this. But is there a medium armor? Okay, Imperial Chain Coif would be medium. This is light. This of course is church. Let's see, Imperial Chain Goiras then. If we can afford at least to buy one of these sort of things, which is getting quite expensive to get just the 2 of these things. 158 gold that we have, which is not a lot. But yeah, silver stuff like would be way too expensive. Well, actually, total cost would be 155. It's kind of surprising how cheap the silver stuff is, but it does so little damage. I don't know if I want to be going and getting it when this does a lot more damage. So I don't think we're gonna be taking it. And here is of course our carrying capacity, and we could try to haggle. But considering our persuasion skill isn't very good, I doubt it's going to go very well. However, we can haggle for the very fact that we have a pretty good relationship to him now, because we returned to the ring to that one guy. And he told everyone that we helped him and all that. So we could probably haggle a little bit, but not a huge deal. Not that much though. Those are all heavy, light, heavy. I don't want heavy nor light. I need medium stuff. Is this the... This is medium armor rating 6. This is just armor rating 1. I don't want that. That is armor rating 5. Doesn't seem to be a lot of medium armor available in here though. So I guess we're out of luck on that thing. Lives of the Saints, guide to this place. All of that, and of course then just food and nights. Journeyman's armor or hammer, I don't actually even remember how that exactly went. Let's see. Would you sell it for me at least for a little bit less? But yeah, here's the relationship or how much he likes us. So 81, he likes 81, so he can sell us a little bit cheaper or so on and forth, but it's not a huge difference specifically. Well, let's at least go and put this into use, and at least we shall have this armor, Imperial Chain Cuirass, which is better than nothing, even if it's only that. And there it is, like the silver staff. Does look nice, but... Well, I guess I can speak if you require me to talk. Let's just ask quickly. Commoner. He saw a city in the water near Gnar Mok. He's a drunkard though and spends too much time in the sun. Outlander might as well. Yeah, new in town as well. Little secret, yes, about attacking and so on at fort. I was thinking that you probably don't have a lot of for us to tell. But yeah, like, we can also, of course, like, if we would be able to sneak well enough, we could try to be still in this area. But we definitely don't have enough sneaking, so no way. Without them being very unhappy. I guess I can quickly try to talk to everyone. Do you look like you look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like to help me recover some gold. Recover some gold? That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes. I lost a bit of gold. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money and locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Vargot. He's come up light the past couple of weeks and I've shaken him down. I know he's dancing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Vargot's hiding place. Oh, Vargot's hiding place, eh? I know a little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. Just not sure where yet. I have already gone through this full house, so I know he's not hiding it there. His full house, even. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. What's his movement? The best vantage point is on the top of the lighthouse side of town. That will give you a nice view of all the Serenine. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. I shall return to you later then. When maybe we have figured something out.
You're on your honor. Don't press your
Don't know. Do I? I'm Raffled the Braggart. Welcome to Scenic Serenine, a gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice? A little advice? Sure, why not? Always study a target and take a good inventory on what he has before attempting to steal anything. If he has his eye on the shiny silver claymore, he won't notice you pocketing a few tarnished drawing stars. Good advice. So you're a pickpocket? So Serenine then? The lighthouse of Serenine is a beacon to foreigners throughout the inner sea. And Morrowind is the northeastmost province of Tamriel Empire, bounded to the north and east by the ocean, on the west by Skyrim, on the northwest by Cyrodiil, also known as the Imperial Province, and on the south by Black March, also known as Argonia. Yes. There's something else that I wanted to talk to you about. Well, I could be asking about the inner sea and all of these. Enclosed between mainland Morrowind and Faramel, islands are called the inner sea. And of course we could be requesting trading in medium armor, long plate and block. But oh yeah, and I did have block skill, correct? Actually, I didn't have a block skill, so I don't really need to be worrying about shield in that sense. Hello. And Tantram Andalen, welcome to Scenic Serenine. Little advice? Stick close to the Imperial Guilds and the Legions. Yes, he's telling us about the great houses, but you might consider services in one of the dumber great houses. They aren't real fond of Outlanders. But I'm one of the Dunmer. Why wouldn't they like to have a Dunmer in their guild? And you have a look around hard for a patron, someone who'll speak for you, help you advise to the higher ranks. But the great houses are where the real opportunities are. House Lalu, House Returan are pretty reasonable. House Telvanni, the wizard house, they're another story. And House Telvanni is the place that we are gonna be going towards specifically because I got actually, if it's working properly, I got one mod that adds more to the House Telvanni. So that should be fun. So great houses. In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by 5 great houses: House Hlaalu, House Redoran, House Telvanni, House Edorin, and House Tres. 3 of these great houses have territorial interest in Vvardenfell. The other 2, Dres and Edorin, are not represented on Vvardenfell. The 3 great houses on Vvardenfell identify themselves by their traditional color: red for Redoran, yellow for Hlaalu, and brown for Telvanni. Thus, members of the House Hlaalu may be referred to collectively as Yellows. The great houses traditionally derive from the ancient Dummer clan and tribes, but now function as political parties. Dummer great house membership is largely a matter of birth and marriage, but imperial colonists may also become retainers of a great house or may be adopted into a great house. So do tell about the House Telvanni. House Telvanni is one of the 3 Dummer great houses with holdings to Vvardenfell. The Telvanni wizard lords have traditionally isolated themselves, pursuing wisdom and mastery in solitude. But certain ambitious wizard lords, their retainers and clients, have entered wholeheartedly into the competition to control and exploit Vvardenfell land and resources, building towers and bases along the eastern coast. The Telvanni think that wisdom confers power and power confers right. But yeah, there's so much to talk about that I don't want to be talking about everything, especially right now and right here. But some things, latest rumors do tell. Mentor's ring. Some fool lost a mentor's ring in a tomb of a Peter Coast, or so they say. Holy shit. What do you what do you mean, Tayunta? And door, of course, here, lock level 40. Not gonna be getting there yet. What about Alone? Yes, there's indeed plenty of topics to talk about. Yes, there is. There's a lot of lore. Go ahead, you're not interrupting anything. I'm Alone, scout. You need directions? Pelagate, Palmore, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivek? Well, Pelagate is the first one to get through to Palmore. Pelagate is a newly charted imperial village on the road north from Vivek to Palmore, right onto the western edge of the Ascalian Isles region. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagate. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style, and Pelagate looks more like a village in the Western Empire than a Morrowind settlement. So it doesn't look like a normal Morrowind settlement. Loresome, yes. Morrowind is the northeastmost province, yes. What about Balmor? Balmor is a district seat of House Hlaalu. Yes, House Hlaalu is in Balmor, one of the great Dummer houses. And the largest settlement on Vvardenfell after Vivek City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmor, passing through Fort Pelagate and Pelagate Village. From Balmor, roads lead north to Altoon through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmor for you. It's a long walk and it's a little confusing. Thank you very much. I don't want to be
I'm listening.
Talking about all of those things, however. That's just too much talk then. I think it's better that I make a first save. So, let's see. Let's use our name, Fellain, first. At least one. Okay. How was our Firebite spell, by the way? 15 to 30 points on touch. Not that bad, but of course it is a touch spell, so will not be the easiest. Södenin isn't that big, of course. Södenin. Let's see. And when we start to be walking outside of here, there is this different signs. So Ebonheart and Balmor to that direction, also Vivek and Pelagate. Södenin, of course, here. That way would be Narmok and Hlaot. I think I will walk a little bit in that direction just for the reason because I remember there was one specific, could I say, event in that direction. So I guess we could head there just for a bit. Let's put the outer run on so I don't need to be always pressing that on. This is not the correct direction, nor we will be going here for a long way, but just a little bit. But this is more of a march region anyways. More of a march. This is... Was this a plant that we were able to pick? Nah. Those mushrooms definitely are, but not quite that. There's definitely crabs, mud crabs and the like that we can kill here if we want. Just wanna have a little look into this direction first. Some Bulkrow's Bane. I just wanna see if I can... if it's going to happen how soon in here, because I remember it. Oh yes. Yes, there he goes. The nature looks surprisingly good. Yes, I have the Morrowind overhaul, which improves all the graphics. The vanilla Morrowind wouldn't look like this for a certainty, but you definitely could get the Morrowind overhaul, which makes things look a little bit better. And yes, this was the event that I was talking about. He kind of fell. So what's the book about? Journal of Tamriel. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I'm developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the services. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without the terrible disorienting of a spell of flying. The time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this, but we'll see who laughs after I leap to the top of their towers and scream out my success. You're right. Alright, mate. It kind of fell out of the sky there. I think he forgot one thing. I think he forgot that he would need something to soften his fall. Yes. Yeah, it's not the fall that gets you, it's the landing. Yes. Oh, well. I'm more than happy to take your stuff. I'm sure you don't need it anymore. I'm sorry that I'm kind of undressing you and everything, but... Sorry. I guess I could be disposing of your corpse, but I'm sure someone comes along the way and may be able to help you out. Well, he did scream, alright. Yes, he did. He certainly did scream. Okay, then we can be heading back. Yes, I was thinking that these were at least mushrooms that we were able to pick up. Just as those. I just do have to be a little bit careful about all the stuff that I'm picking up, so that I'm not carrying too much. So, Iron Spark Sword is also a long blade which we could be using, which does automatically do shock damage for 10 charges, so it's not like it's gonna be for a very long time useful for us though, unfortunately. And then we can have some extravagant outfits. That's just... This hat is so bad looking. I can't bear to be thinking of using it because it looks so bad. But, yes. Otherwise. Do him right. Dispose of his corpse at least. Otherwise the mud crabs would get him. I guess you're right. Let's go and dispose of his body, so... Bury him or something. Yeah, Pimpinat. If you say so. Okay, dispose of the corpse. There he goes. Gets all the ladies. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure it does. There's of course other stuff that we can also be picking up in here, like... Wasn't this something that we can also pick up? Dude just delivered you sweet loot, at least you could do. True. Yes, I was thinking that all of these are something we can be picking up as well if we are willing to come into the swamp water. Yes. The grass is something that I was thinking that I don't need that much, so there is a lot of grass in this area, so I might... Like, there is the option to turn them off completely. They do definitely at least take some graphics processing to be putting all of this grass into here, but not sure. It does seem to work fine enough. Does make it a little bit slower for sure, or FPS a little bit lower, but It's not like it should be that big of an issue. Mud crab. I need to practice. Oh, it died. Just as that one strike. It's all dead. Poor mud crab. I was thinking that I could practice some more, but no possibility. It just died immediately. It's not great for the Twitch stream either. You mean the grass? Is it working poorly then? Do tell. Because then I should probably go and at least change it for the next one. 2 things that break compression, water and foliage. Yeah. I like the water, I don't want to be changing that exactly, but I did at least say that when there's a longer draw distance that no need to be throwing that much grass in and so on. But grass was the one thing that I don't really care that much for it, like even if graphics otherwise are nice. But I wasn't know if... it's pretty when you stand still, so yeah, it just goes worse when you are walking, that it's not looking that great. Yeah. So yeah, it's probably something that I should change for the next time, but it will take quite a bit of time for me to be starting to change it right now. So I won't be starting to work on it right away, but next time I'll see if I should be going and taking that off for sure. So let's just save here again. And let's see, was the quick save the F5? Yes, okay, I can use that as well. Like, I kind of would like some grass, but I wouldn't want too much grass. And I think the amount of grass this has is a lot. And a lot more than is necessary. But here's the cave that was talked of anyways. I don't know why I have to go and pick up all of these mushrooms, but I just kind of have to. So this is going to be not that easy of a fight. I guess I should maybe wait until my endurance is at least up a little bit. So until healed isn't exactly correct. Maybe. No, this guy already. Okay. Okay. How am I gonna try to deal with this? I wasn't sure if this guy would already be arriving, but apparently he did. So this is going to be a problem, most certainly. Okay, my magic is completely down. Did I have anything that I could eat just to heal? Yeah, this fight is really hard. Really, really hard. And not the assassin fight. Yeah, well, assassin fight is even more so hard. Like that cave is a hard one, but then this is even harder, generally speaking. Yeah, some creep just jump out of the swamp, basically, and it's pretty much killing us. We have so little health, and I don't really have anything that I can think I can use. That's those scrolls. That would be fortifying our... That restores fatigue. We would need basically some healing, but I don't think that I even have the ability to heal myself anymore because it takes too much mana. Yeah, some creep jumped out of a poorly integrated DLC, more like. But I gotta just be able to deal with it somehow, but I just didn't expect him to come quite yet, because I tried this out a little bit earlier to do the test drive nonetheless, and he didn't come this quickly. I was able to do some other stuff before this guy arrived, so it's kind of a little bit of a problem. Okay, yay, some healing. Shock. I don't wanna die. You die. Okay, hey. I was thinking that this sword should help, and I did have enough mana to be able to do that. Okay, I definitely wanna do a quick save after this, because I was actually able to easily win him in the end. This sword helped, though. Okay, so... Yes, and success. Light armors and the like, which we can sell. Assassin. So, assassins are trying to come and kill us for some reason. He is in fear of disposing of. I do not owe anything to him. Yes, one weirdo. I thought that he would have had some sort of a, like, something else with him, but I guess not. Yeah, little detour pays dividends. You know, you say you've been attacked by an assassin. From your description, it sounds like the work of the Dark Brotherhood. I'm not sure who you angered, but stay away from me. I suppose this should be officially reported, though. Speak to Apelles Matthews in the Ebonheart about this matter. So yes, he belonged into a Dark Brotherhood. And yeah, thanks for the flying guy, or falling guy rather, that little teeter. Yeah, I was thinking this sword I wanna be saving its charge for some better situation than just going into that place. Dark Brotherhood then. Scum, all of them. If they're after you, friend, you'd better find yourself some help. Or write a will. Or both. And then I need to go and talk to Apelles Matthews in Ebonheart. He's recently arrived from Surundil. You'll likely find him inspecting the crowds at Ebonheart. Okay. I do like this music of Morrowind though, certainly. I like the music. And this sun, I do have to say that this is something that looks so much prettier with this mod though. With this overhaul. Nice sunset, what a certainty. I just should probably remove the grass, it will make the performance way better. And yes, the music is definitely awesome. Definitely. And yes, screenshot material. Let's go and sell some of this stuff, because it's not like we need to be having it with us. Let's barter a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. The music is incredible. So yes, I put that into use. I still seem to have quite a bit of charges with that, so that's nice. But I don't need any of this light armor, because that's not what I want to use. Anyways. Total sold would be already a huge amount. Like, all of this gear is so expensive. There's no way for me to go and start selling all of these things. Let's see, so I have the right poltron and the left poltron and the right gauntlet. Let's also remove the left gauntlet. That should help a little bit, at least for the moment. And yes, people sold. Let's see, was there any medium armor more that you could be selling me than just this one thing, though? Well, I guess you can sell me a helmet. So I guess that's okay. Was that medium? Yes, Nordic ringmail chorus, but it's cuirass. Doesn't help me. Let's see, is there any drinks that I could think of getting? Cure poisons, fortify endurance. Persuasion versus ladies. Minus 10%, plus 10% maybe, what do I know? Maybe so. Depends on the lady, I guess. Depends on the lady. I could take this kind of a scroll, so that I can open a certain type of a lock easily. A sauce. It's like a restoration of, oh, I guess I could take it. It restores for a certain amount of time a little bit. Restore fatigue, restore health. I had the apprentice lockpick. I could buy one of these journeyman's lockpicks, even though I'm not sure how much I'll be actually using them, but maybe. I don't actually remember what the journeyman's probe is used. I guess I should buy one just to see what it was able to even be used upon, because I don't remember. I guess that's fine then. You have enough gold on you anyway, so you can pay me a little bit extra. Hey, thank you. Please come again. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad though that
Please,
freaking
feel free
assassin
to
is
talk at
taken
your
care of. I don't like that assassin one bit. Oh, that's pretty scenery. I do think that we are gonna be going and having a look where our poor little good Vargot is stashing his things though. So let's head to this lighthouse. Yeah, I've had a problem with consumables in Bethesda games too. A last resort indeed. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way and trying to be learning out of it, but of course it doesn't mean that it's going to be that easy to do. But sceneries are nice with this mod otherwise, but yeah. Maybe I should try to turn off the... I hope it's not going to be doing a too big of a problem, the fact that I would be turning the foliage off. As in... changing something like that now then. Tavern Random Poolside. I could consider taking some sort of a light. Probably with me, sooner or later. Hello.
I'm waiting.
So, Fellain Sarati, you're new to Sedanin, and you'd like some help finding your way around. Very sensible. Go ahead, ask away. Looking for services, some specific place, someone in Patrical? Just need a little advice? Whatever it is, I'm happy to help. Little advice? Yes, I'm very green. Very, very green. There is a chest that we could lockpick. I would love to get that light. That looks nice. I guess we're gonna go and check upstairs though first of all. And there's a book that we can read. The Fates of Wedding and Dowry. And we got an unarmored skill increase from that. The Fates of Wedding Dowry by Folta Gra Yamafort. Translated by Acthorn. The poets are right. There is something life-changing about being in love, said Kepkaya Gra Minifang, sometimes called the Freight. I haven't wanted to rob anyone of anything in weeks. Why, the other day I saw the door wide open at the wealthy merchant's house, but my mind was fully occupied with what I should wear on my wedding day. And yes, one expensive book. You have been out of the right society for very long, frowned her friend Kargor approvingly. You never told me what happened to your first husband, you know, the one the shaman gave you. Turn-eyed by Ashkuls, smiled Kepkaina dreamily. It was rather sadist, but I know nothing like that would happen to Woodwork. No life of adventure for him. He's practically an imperial. In fact, he is one. Did I tell you how we met? Hundreds of times, grumbled Karkle, reaching for his flagon. He was your jailer, and he refused you food until you promised to marry him. Yeah, that's a great way to get someone to marry you. Refuse them any food until they will agree to marry you. Absolutely perfect. And yes, so much rating, so many writers on Bethesda games. I wonder how long this book's author worked on it. Good question. Have you ever heard of anything so madly romantic in all your life? Cited Kepkaina and the Cruise series. I don't think it's really that romantic that someone just refuses you any food until you actually go and agree to marry them. But suit yourself, I guess. If it's romantic to you, who am I to argue? Tip: do not use starvation to propose. Just saying, yeah. I was going to say that I hope my old friends will wish me well, but as old Porciel used to say, there's no point in hope in what cannot be. We leave with the Imperial Knights for Balmore immediately after the wedding, but as long as we're in Dragonfell, the gang will find some way of disturbing my love life and bring me back to the light. I know it. As the days approached towards the Freight's wedding day, there was certainly something sinister in the air, and that Kepkana could smell when she was not transported by heady bliss. Dark figures seemed to shift in the shadows and disappear when approached. She recognized the clothing of some beggars near Footwork's cottage as costumes. But the mendicants hurried away before she could recognize which of her old gang was stalking her. But these moments of apprehension were few. Kepkana was truly happy, making arrangements for the ceremony to be performed at the very dungeon where Fodford had imprisoned her. Her father was long since dead, another victim of the ash schools, but her fiancé's commander volunteered to act in his behalf. Of course, Kepkana had to supply her own dowry. She spent every last mark of her savings of ill-gotten gains to buy her beloved a truly wonderful present. The wedding was set for the stroke of midnight, as is Orc tradition. The handmaidens' wives of imperial officers were busily sewing her into the gown of red velvet and fine gold filigree in the mid-morning. Dolcetta, one of the handmaidens, remarked that she had heard that Kepkina had bought Fodwork a truly beautiful gift for her dowry. "Let me show it to you," Kepkina giggled, dashing from the room half-dressed to the hidden alcove. The present had been stolen. The women were horrified, but the Freyt found herself merely irritated, not surprised. This was truly the old gang style. They knew that the wedding ceremony without a dowry was marked as unlucky. She asked her handmaidens to finish dressing her quickly while she pondered what the burglars would have done with her treasure. The full region was honeycombed with secret lairs and abandoned sites thieves used to store their loot. They were obvious places, of course, but after much reflection she thought of where she would have put it under similar circumstances. Once the handmaidens had finished, Kepkana bade them to make certain that the ceremony went on as scheduled, and not to fret as she might be a little late. She wrapped herself in a shawl to protect her crown from dungeon dust and set off for the shrine of Malakat. The Freyt had never before attempted to rob her own friends, and though she was peeved at them for trying to ruin her happiness, she had no interest in hurting them physically. Her style was to avoid conflict, though she knew it would be inevitable. The lessons her mentor Carcol had given her had helped her avoid the lances and plates of guards and imperial knights over the years. Now she would see if they would allow her to survive a den of thieves and the unknown dangers of the shrine, without, most importantly, ruining her dress. The desolate place was so empty as she delved into it that she feared she might have made a miscalculation. It was not until she found the small room hidden down a long corridor that she knew she was at the right place, and that it was well suited for an ambush. Yes, to the dress, yes. She grabbed the chest with her treasure within and turned to face the assault. Two of her old gang, Yorum and Yohri, the Red Guard twin brother and sister, were outside the door as she came from the room. Our cable TV has invaded my skull. Oh dear, Jim, oh dear. They knew the Freyt better than to taunt her and immediately attacked. Yorum struck out with a left thrust of his blade while Yohri sought to rush her. The Freyt neatly sidestepped Yohri while dropping her fate to the rear left leg. Shifting her right shoulder to the left to slip past Yorum's strike, the twin crashed into one another and Kepkana passed swiftly on. Almost immediately, she was set on by the Arconian Piniar, his mace whistling through the air at her head. They had never much liked one another. The Freyt snapped into a duck, so the mace whacked with a tremendous clamor against the stone wall. Piniar was thrown off balance, giving her a few seconds to let her rein up the passage. Ahead, she could smell the fresh night air. The last of her dour defenders was Sorgoth, an orc with whom she had shared a brief romance. It was he who Kepkana knew had masterminded the theft. In a way, and in context, she thought his devotion to her misery was rather sweet. At the moment, though, she was most concerned with avoiding his part axe that seemed ideal for breaking her dress, fine stitchwork, and the flesh beneath. I did remember this was a long book, but I didn't remember how long. Bending her knees slightly, popping to avoid strikes to the head, weaving her head to confuse Sorgoth of her next move, shuffling her feet arithmetically. The Frate made an impossible target. She ducked inside his thrust, sidestepped his wings, and then sidestepped his thrust, and ducked his wings. As erratic as she tried to make her defensive moves, Storkot still kept pace with her, refusing to budge from his position at the dungeon outlet. Midnight was coming, and the Frate finally decided that she must end the confrontation. When Sorok swung out next, she sidestepped to her left, swayed down, and ducked her head. So the axe whistled over her right shoulder. In that instant, his right side was exposed, and she reluctantly smashed the chest hard into his torso. There was not enough time for Kepkana to see if she had killed him or merely knocked him unconscious. In truth, she thought of nothing else but rushing to her wedding ceremony. Impressive. Don't think I could make a better job of saying the arithmetically first go. I certainly couldn't spell it. Yeah, I couldn't spell it either. I tried to do it justice. At precisely midnight, Wodwork and Kepkana were united together. He was delighted with her dowry gift, a fine suit of armor that would make him the envy of other imperial jailers. The music returned. Even more, he was enchanted by his wife's tale of retrieving it from the shrine of Malakat. Did it occur to you to put on the armor when you knew that it was an ambush? He asked. I didn't want to tempt your presence, she replied, between kisses, and I certainly didn't want to wrinkle my gown. So 2 reasons why not put the armor on. It's no wonder that we got unarmored combat or some such from that book, and yes, I would actually take that book. Something good to read. Definitely. I guess we can leave those. Was there a light? There was a light. I want the lantern though. In all reality, I would kind of like to have the lantern. This Sedanin. Now it's real red. And stars above. It does look really pretty though with this mod, but of course it's just that, I don't know, maybe I should indeed put some settings lower nonetheless. It does look really pretty like this though. Here we are on top of the lighthouse for a very specific purpose, however. Which is the wait. That is. To wait a bit. I remember just staring at the sky in the original game, yeah. Indeed, it was very nice. First open world game. Yeah. Even the clouds are moving nicely on top there. Yeah, I think that this was the first real open world game for me too, in all reality. I think it was, yes. Like, I'm trying to think, but yeah, Might and Magic 7, Wizardry 8, so on, they're not open world in the same way. Yes. We'll have to exactly look how it exactly looked like in vanilla, but of course, nearly not this pretty. Of course. And clouds, you tell kids these days that, they won't believe you. Oh yeah, it started to also look at our character here, because we idled too long. Weren't all games open world, they'll say? And you have to say that no, they were not. Okay, let's see. However, about this. Need to spot Fargot. I think Fargot is going and moving about in there at the moment. I don't think he's gonna come here quite yet though. I think it had to be a little bit later still, before he will reveal where his hiding location is. But sooner or later, maybe I'll wait for 1 hour. Then it's even later. I'm sure Fargot will come and show his hiding spot soon. There he is. He's sneaking. See? He's sneaking, but he's sneaking with the torch, which is kind of very silly. Do you really think that you're sneaking very easily with the torch, my good Fargot? Day-night cycles even, yes. There he goes, sneaking happily. Good old Fargot doesn't realize that someone is looking at them. Very much indeed. Sneaky sneak, Fargot. You're so sneaky. Real sneaky. Why do you come here? No. I was thinking that this was the wrong direction. Yes, David's one, no doubt. Yes. Although I did notice that Wizard 7 had day night, although it didn't affect anything. Ah, yeah. Can't hide anything while the Imperial Guard is right next to you, though, Fargot. He seems to be going into a swamp, and he put his light away. While he went into that swamp over there. Maybe that is the hiding place. Yes, I think that it might be just that, because now he started to walk away. Maybe we should be going and checking what's in that location then, eh? Yes, I think we will. Go and do exactly that. Was the door there? No, it's here. Like trying to find the door in the darkness. Ah, such a pretty sky. Let's see, so... What was that? Good question. What was it? So it was here, wasn't it? Hello, Delary Helvy.
So make it quick.
Hollow tree stump. Ah, engraved ring of healing, journeyman lockpick, and 300 gold. Well, I guess Bargut doesn't deserve to have his ring.
Speak, traveler.
Why doesn't he put it into his, like, maybe ring, like finger, then not just hiding it? Or some such. But he did get also have 300 gold there. Not exactly sure if I should be returning it to the sky, but on the other hand, it was sort of our guest.
Say something or move on.
You were supposed to find Fargut's hiding place. Were you able to? What does a commoner need with a ring like that anyway, too? Yes, I found it. You found his hiding place? That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold. And you can keep anything else that you found in there. Thanks for your help. So, yeah, 300 gold has been removed from your inventory when I gave it to him, but he gave me 100, so it's decent. Thank you kindly. And we have a ring back, if I might say. We already had it before, but now we kind of have it again. Not that I necessarily want to be using it, but we have it. Let's save. Ah, so pretty. Maybe I should go and try to... Yay, my athletic skill increased by 1. Yeehaw. It's quite dark though, so I don't think we're gonna be starting to travel forward exactly during this time yet. Here's this guy still laying in the ground. I think I'll leave him there too. But there was this cave that I was actually trying to go into. But then I kind of got interrupted a little bit. Let's see, let's take the... that again as a spell, though. I should sleep a little bit actually, by the way. There's actually something like this that I think that I need to kill too, preferably. So it doesn't distract us, dispose though. Our mana is pretty much completely down. Until healed, thank you. 6 hours to get all of that. Well, at least it's a dark night, so we can barely make our way to this cave. Ah, save. Save just a little bit quickly. Let's try to see if we can deal with this place. It's not that easy of a location though. Let's at least go and kill this first one, I think.
Die, Victor!
Well, loads of hacking and slashing. At least it's going okay thus far. I don't wanna be suffering greatly. Well, at least, hey, the first one went down easily. So, that's not too bad. Atmosphere is a slave key. A little bit of gold. Let's at least take shitty dagger. These aren't almost valued anything, so I guess I'll leave it fit her for a moment at least. Let's save before we at least try to be going and continuing, because the next area is even harder. Or the next enemy, if I might say so. There was also upper area here. Are the slaves here? Yes, I think so. Hello, slaves. I'm here to rescue you. Bareko. Do you have the key to these places? Will you let me go free? Yes? You have the key. Will you let me go free? Unlock the slaves' bracers. Yes, Barako is free. You're a good friend of the Barako. Go. Yes, go. You're free.
What do you ask, Master?
You also. Go
This
free.
scent is new.
Yes, I'm free. Go free. I freed you too. You can go wherever you want. Okay, basically that's maybe the necessary amount. I even rescued a couple of slaves and all, but let's try to do more. Not that I'm sure that I will be able to. I want to get that guy's attention and get him into here rather. I don't want to be starting to fight him in there when there's a lot more of them there. One more slave to free. Completely like don't see where he exactly is. Yeah, there's the problem that he does so much damage with that spell. It's sometimes amazing how much damage just that spell does. So yeah, it's annoying when I wasn't able to even probably see him, so which made me come a lot more into this direction. That guy is the worst in here, I think, as it is. Yeah, we'll see if we can do this. Necessarily not, but... if I go away from him, he can't do those spells either, I think. But, of course, it's a different question if I'll manage to do that. Ouch. He just does it so easily. Convinced me that I wasn't playing Morrowind right. But yeah, in the start we just get so much spell damage from that guy. I think I will change into the other sword and try again. And maybe I'll change into the healing spell rather, so we can heal ourselves when he does that damage, because I think that's probably almost necessary in this case. And then use this sword to get some proper damage on him. Come on, from there. There is no escape indeed. Come on around, we'll try this again. Ow, he hit me. Ah, I've already used that power today, the mantra skipped, so that doesn't work, so I need to use some other restoration spell rather. And then let's change back to this sword. Yes. Like, this way I was able to do it. I was thinking that I just heal the damage he does, try to be far away from him when he does that, because it's a dust-based spell pretty logically. He doesn't have better spells either yet. And yeah, that's a way that I can do that, but yeah. Yes, take that. Now, I don't probably need this blade again now, though. This was the blade that I used, right? Yes. Whose house? Kidda's house, yes. More often that was the case before, that I actually exited into there and everything. Fleet, but... no necessarily need for that right now. Let's see, let's go a little bit closer with that sneakiness. I don't remember if there was more than just one enemy still, I think. Okay. There's water in there. Okay, you noticed me. I'll just go a little bit further away. Maybe I could use the fire bite now. I would like to be getting my destruction skill higher too, after all. You come. Yeah, you're gonna be throwing those things. This is so annoying when, like, I'm trying to get closer, but it doesn't manage to do. I think it's better that I then just try to use my sword. Get him into the corner and just slash him. Yay, we won. Or Felane's house if we're roleplaying, yes. Felane's house more so. Another sitting dagger, apprentice probe, apprentice lockpick. And there's things that are worth basically nothing. But hey, winning, we are still. So let's see. Let's heal ourselves. Aww, I don't have enough magic. Well, that's a shame. I guess this I still should be able to cast cost. So on, how much did I have? I had 9, so I can cast this one time if need be. Let's see, let's pick these. We got a little petty soul gem here too for us. Soul trap even. And Telvanni buck musk. Sujamma, exclusive restore. Iron stuff. Guess I'll try to be holding all of these on with me. Even though these do bring some more fade for me to carry. Just another little quick save. Then let's go on ahead. Ooh, coins. Moonsucker. I remember Moonsucker. That was the kind of illegal stuff, so not many were wanting to actually buy that though. At least the moonshine that was made from that or some sorts, right? I pick up too many things. I just like, it's so hard to not pick them up when they're there. So many ingredients and everything. Value 8. That's actually a little bit more value even, so yes, sure. I'm pretty much completely full of all the stuff that I can carry, so I shouldn't be picking up anymore though. I think there wasn't anything more in here, but was I able to go and swim through this water? It doesn't seem like there's anything in here, let's see. Let's equip the lantern that we stole, basically. But yes, we needed this lantern, so... Where's the lantern? Why can't I see the lantern? Dark Brotherhood, Iron, Drawing. Common belts, common pants, common rings. Extravagant stuff. Moon sugars. There it is. I was already thinking, like, top right corner. You just said it when I pick it up. It's kind of funny always, like, just I see you say it when I just found it. Which is like... funny timing. I was thinking that that probably doesn't work. Did it actually get destroyed, my lantern, because of going into water? Yeah, lol. And the stream delay, and then I destroyed my lantern. I was thinking that it's probably not gonna work that I go there, but I had to try. And it kind of got destroyed. Was there another slave here? Ooh. Glass goblets. Value is very low though, but I guess I'll pick them up anyways. There doesn't seem to be anything more in here though. Like said, I don't remember that well, so... I miss running quicker, but athletics is going to grow slowly, surely. Unimmersive, yes. Was there one slave that I would have missed here then? I hope not. I don't see anyone else in here.
Speak.
Pretty sure lanterns don't explode on contact with water. Maybe, but maybe they do. Yes, I did free you. So, I don't think there was anything about me going and talking about the fact that I rescued them or anything. My personality is lower. For some reason. I'm not actually sure what caused it to be that low. Longblade is getting up a level pretty soon though. He's in the shadows. It is the shadow. Aha. Is it the shadow? He's in the shadows. There indeed is Dirtlife. You think you missed so? I'm not sure now if there is supposed to be one more, because this is one. This is one.
Greetings, Musera.
Is there this? Yeah.
What is it, pest?
I wasn't able to see him either. Yeah, unlock the slave's bracers. I didn't see him. Yeah, he's very, very dark. He's like non-existent. You didn't miss Saw, actually. Chim Chim, you didn't miss Saw a thing. That wasn't easy to spot though, certainly. Okay, so we are pretty much done with this at least. This little cavern door. I don't remember that there was anything special about us going and actually talking to them that we did that. Hey, Shadow Slave, you might want to get that look. That almost missed out on your freedom there. Yes. I kind of want to at least go and sell quickly a little bit because like I have to wait too much stuff. So I can't even carry that much anymore. As such, I also have these houses that I could go into. Yeah, I wasn't really able to talk to you about anything, I don't think.
How can I help?
Hello, Fargoth. What do you want? Don't bother trying to rob me. The Imperials have taken everything anyway. Aw, poor guy. Yes, it was Imperials that took everything, I'm sure. What about your ring? Yes, thank you for finding it. The guards better look out, but they already took it. Because I took it. But I could talk to him about the Fargoth's hiding place, but maybe better not. I don't remember what happened if I talked to him. Oh yeah, this is Fargoth's house.
Come on, I haven't got all day.
One could also lockpick their way there. Oh, good old Seal Strider. Down those pesky Imperials. Yeah, hey Fargoth, how's your ring doing? Is it doing well? By any chance? Totally was the Imperials, yes. So this would be Teru's Kiravin's house. Maybe I'll leave that for now though. I just want to have a look into the names. Elrarit's house. Podium's Nokiu's house. Like, I remember when I had more lockpicking skill, I did manage to get myself into here, and this was a pretty nice place to get some extra stuff. So that's where I remember that I definitely at least lockpick back in the day. And on that note, look at my ring. Pretty sweet, right? Yes. And yeah, definitely hate those guys. I don't remember actually if there was anyone that I could be paying to rest there. But I should definitely rest before starting to properly move on.
Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
You're echoing each other's. Arile's trade house, yes. And that's also a pretty high level lock that he got in his trade house. Let's go outside of town and rest and start heading to... what was the name? Well, first, well, Balmora Fur is the end goal, but first to Belagiad. Because I don't want to be just going and hiring a Silt Strider ride. Yeah, you guys could be brothers. Yes, they very much good. So let's just rest here long enough to at least get our health. Yeah, we are still too close to the town. I was thinking that we probably were, but we can rest here, so... Until healed, thank you very much. Okay, it's still good daytime, so we can start to be heading forward. And of course there's plenty of stuff that we could be picking up, like those... Luminous. I didn't actually sell anything. Did I really manage to get myself stuck here? I think I did. Yeah, I can't get myself out of this. Okay. Okay, well, I did, finally. This took a while. My jumping is way too bad. Acrobatics needs improving. Bethesda. Fix your game. Well, this is a pretty old game and I have mods in it, but still. My jumping is just way too poor. Let's just start heading on to the Belgaid or Belgard and Palmora then in the far away future. I usually never take the Silstride because it's just, especially if you consider Fellain, he wants to go and actually explore his original homeland, as in Morrowind. Though I guess this would have been, I think that he's going to start to be regretting it, that he wanted to start walking, considering it started training. What a promising start to our journey through Morrowind. I should have taken Silstrider anyways, quite clearly. It's been over 10 years, so there's no excuses. And yeah, rain. Ebonheart, Unarmo, Cloud, Serenin, Balmora, Vivek, Belgard. Let's go this way. Feel the immersion, yes. Our unfortunate start for our adventure, quite clearly.